Amidst utter chaos and numerous dead bodies, a child is walking alone in the hallway, questioning Asaka's whereabouts. In the meantime, a woman is holding Asaka hostage as she protests that they were not supposed to harm anyone. In the meantime, Yogiri also appears at the spot, which shocks Asaka. The other woman warns Yogiri to not move a single muscle, otherwise she will kill Asaka. Suddenly, the woman falls to the ground, which startles Asaka as Yogiri rushes to hug her. In the present, Yogiri is sound asleep and a girl is attempting to wake him up. As he wakes up, he questions if they have reached their destination, which shocks Danura. She counter-questions him, asking how can he sleep amidst such chaos as she points towards two dead bodies. Suddenly, Yogiri notices a monster outside the bus and proceeds to take a closer look. The monster's tail was stuck inside the bus, so Yogiri strikes it with a can, forcing him to take flight. Upon seeing the monster, he realizes that it is a wyvern. Suddenly, the wyvern proceeds to attack them and Danura tightly hugs Yogiri. The softness of her chest awakens something inside him and he utilizes his ability to instantly kill the monster. Following this, Yogiri settles down and starts playing games on his console, which further shocks Danura. As soon as she calms down, Yogiri asks her to explain everything that happened as he was sleeping. According to Danura, their class was heading towards their field trip destination. However, as soon as they crossed the tunnel, they were in an entirely different terrain. Suddenly, a mysterious woman enters the bus and introduces herself as Sage Shion. The teacher questions her presence there, but Shion immediately blows off his head. She warns the others to quietly listen to her, otherwise, she will kill them. She even makes a joke regarding her battle power, but no one laughs and she kills the bus driver. She then explains that all of them have been summoned there as potential sages, and with this, she activates her spell battle song. Suddenly, all of the students start shining, excluding Danura, Yogiri, and two other students. These students are able to visualize their stats in front of them as Shion further explains that they have to undergo some and that they have exactly 1 month. Hearing all this, Danura questions her the reason behind her not glowing. Shion explains that she is not a match for this, but she can convert her into livestock, which scares Danura and she settles down. Following this, Shion announces that they will get their first mission in an hour and leaves. The students could visualize the mission details on their personal tabs, and the first mission is to exterminate a dragon. One of the students, Suguru Yazaki, volunteers to become the leader since his class is a general. He gathers everyone's stats and assigns them roles according to them. After assigning tasks, all of them leave the bus excluding the ones that were not glowing like Danura, Yogiri, and others. They also want to leave as Danura attempts to wake Yogiri, but the others suggest leaving him behind. As they approach the door, Suguru halts them, asserting that they are supposed to stay behind. The others attempt to argue, but Suguru boasts the difference in their strength and forces them to stay behind. According to him, they are supposed to act as decoys so others can reach the city safely. As they are about to leave, another activates a spell that makes them attractive, so that the dragon chases after them. Danura cannot comprehend that her friend agreed to this strategy, but this is the reality. As they are arguing among themselves, a dragon appears out of nowhere and kills off the other two students besides Yogiri and Danura. Hearing all this, Yogiri is worried how he will charge his console in Isekai, which makes Danura wonder if he is sane. Yogiri then suggests that it should be safe to leave the bus as there is just one dragon. Danura asks Yogiri if he did anything, to which he replies sarcastically, stating that their bus crashed and they are dead, but she doesn't believe him. With this, they jump out of the bus and have three options: the city, forest, or the hills. Yogiri suggests leaving the forest as it would be dangerous. In the meantime, Danura notices their classmates approaching them in the air. Yogiri asks if he should kill them, which makes Danura question his sanity once again. Yogiri, however, asserts that they left them behind to die, which is reason enough to kill them in return, and there's a possibility that they will be hostile towards them. Their classmates, on the other hand, cannot believe that the dragon is dead and Danura is alive. They had planned to convert her dead body into a zombie and play with her. Hearing their conversation, Danura realizes that they cannot get along with them. Suddenly, one of them launches a massive fireball away from Danura, which shocks her. The guy starts boasting that he possesses just basic magic, but he keeps refining it, while others praise him for being the hero. He then orders Danura to hand over herself, as there's no point in resisting, with one of them commenting that she is the type of girl he dreams about. This creeps out Danura as Yogiri suggests that he will try arguing with them. With this, he points his finger towards the hero and chants "die." Hearing this, the other guys mock him as the hero falls to the ground. They cannot comprehend what just happened and question Yoguri regarding this. He elaborates that he ordered him to die, so he died and warns them to not move a single muscle, otherwise he will kill them. Despite his warning, the necromancer guy approaches him and Yoguri kills him as well. Now, only the pervert fatty is left. Before explaining his ability, Yoguri asks him to check if the other two guys are dead. The fatty pervert attempts to utilize his healing skill to revive them, but fails miserably. Danora also realizes that Yoguri was the one who killed the dragon, but didn't explain it. With this, he explains that his ability is known as instant death to any target, which allows him to kill anyone he desires. The fatty pervert deems this impossible, but Yoguri asks if he wants to try it out. Hearing this, the fatty pervert attempts to approach Yoguri in an attempt to kill, but he senses it and halts him. He reveals that he can also sense if someone else wants to kill him, which basically means that you can die even if you have the intent to kill him. Realizing that there is no way they can defeat Yoguri, the fatty pervert begins crying. Yoguri questions their overconfidence regarding their abilities as the fatty pervert reveals that this is not the first time they have visited this world. According to him, they have adventures here previously and even defeated a demon lord. He wanted to explain everything in detail, but Yoguri cut it rather short. The fatty pervert even begs Danora to smooth things out between him and Yoguri, but she refuses, stating that she owes him her life and that she has no say in this matter. He then offers to become her servant using a magic device and even activates it. This creeps her out even more and she wonders if there is any way to get rid of him. The fatty pervert reveals that she can transfer the ownership to someone else, and upon hearing this, she transfers the ownership to Yoguri. Seeing him cry his eyes out, Yoguri vows that he won't kill him, but he orders him to stay in the forest crawling with vicious monsters. He also orders him to leave everything he had earned behind. Danora is not sure if they did the right thing, but Yoguri reassures her that he could have betrayed them any time and it was a wise decision. She then questions him regarding herself and if he believes that she will betray him too. Yoguri, however, asserts that he protected her of her own free will, which makes Danora wonder why he saved her and questions him regarding this. Following some thorough pondering, Yoguri remembers that her soft breasts were the reason he saved her. Hearing this, Danora's face turns bright red as she exclaims that there are no innocent men in this world. In the meantime, Shien is resting in her room as Yuichi appears in front of her and informs her regarding the result of the first mission. Everything went according to her plan except the fact that Danora and Yoguri survived and two S-ranked mages died. Yuichi is somewhat suspicious and asks permission to do thorough research regarding this matter as Shien allows her. Our MC Yoguri is just plain overpowered. I wonder where they will head towards after this and if they will ever encounter Shien. I bet she will be shocked after seeing Yoguri's ability. Make sure to like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on anything.